Welcome to Talmudic Treasures. Today we're learning Yevamot page 109, which tells us that there are three things that a person should attach themselves to and three things that they should distance themselves from. And the Talmud tells us when it comes to a situation where a woman's husband dies, and therefore she potentially will be able to do yibum, marrying her husband's brother, the Talmud here says you should actually attach to doing chalitza, as we mentioned before, by being able to walk out of this relationship. Because even though yibum is a mitzvah, one has to have the right intentions and not to want to marry her because of any ulterior motives. And therefore, the better thing one should attach themselves to is chalitza. Another thing that a person should attach themselves to is havas shalom, bringing peace to the world. Person should pursue it to the fullest extent that they're able to. And finally, b'hafaras nedarim, when it comes to making vows. In fact, on Yom Kippur night, we begin by reciting Kol Nidre. We annul vows. It's very important to be very careful when we speak, that what we say actually is meaningful, and that we don't make false promises or say things that are untrue. And therefore, we have to attach ourselves to hafaras nedarim, to making sure that if there is a vow, it should be removed. We shouldn't be making promises, but rather we should just do what we're supposed to do, as actions speak a lot louder than words. Things that you should distance yourself from, one is miyun. When it comes to a girl who is rabbinically married, there is this idea that she can walk out of the marriage. But the problem with that is that since she's so young, maybe later in life, she will regret her decision. And therefore we discourage her from doing miyun unless perhaps there is a mitzvah to do so. And then finally it mentions when it comes to giving deposits as well as being a co-signer. Although it's a very generous thing, but there was a particular city in which the people would not even bother going to the borrower when it came to collecting the loans. They went directly to the co-signer. And that certainly could cause a lot of pain and aggravation. So here the Talmud tells us that there are certain things in life that you should attach yourself to, bring them to you, and there's certain things that you should distance yourself from. And of course, there are many, many things the Talmud says throughout of things that we should do, we shouldn't do, but this is just a small list. It's certainly worthwhile for ourselves in life to compile our own lists of things that we know are good for us, and those things we should attach ourselves to, and those things which are negative, those things which potentially could bring us down, will not get us to a higher level or a better situation in life, those we should be more careful to distance ourselves from.